The room is quiet again, but your shadow still breathes in the dark. I folded up your sweater, but I left it on the chair. Like maybe you'd come home tonight and find it waiting there. The coffee cups are lonely, there's a silence in the sink, and every little ordinary thing still makes me stop and think. I tell my friends I'm healing, I say I'm getting by, but truth comes with the midnight. When I turn and close my eyes, I still sleep on your side. Like you're coming back to mine. I still reach through the dark for a hand I'll never find. And I know the bed is empty, but my heart won't let it die. So I leave a little room for you. I still sleep on your side. Your picture on the dresser knows the secrets that I keep. It sees me lose the morning, have to bargain in the sleep. I change the sheets on Sunday, but the memories stay behind. Like perfume in the pillowcase, like your name inside my mind. I tried to move the nightstand, I tried to change the light, but nothing feels like living when goodbye still feels alive. I still sleep on your side. Like you're coming back to mine. I still reach through the dark for a hand I'll never find. And I know the bed is empty, but my heart won't let it die. So I leave a little room for you. I still sleep on your side. Maybe someday I'll wake up and the ache won't know your name. Maybe someday this old room won't remember us the same. But tonight I'm only human, and the moon is cold and white. So I whisper that I miss you, to the space where you will lie. I still sleep on your side. Like you're coming back to mine. I still reach through the dark for a hand I'll never find. And I know the bed is empty, but I can't say goodbye. So I leave a little room for you. I leave the covers loose for you. I keep breaking my own heart for you. I still sleep on your side. The room is quiet again, but I still sleep on your side. The rain knows my window, like it still knows your name. I folded all your letters, I could not fold the pain. Your sweater's in the hallway, still breathing yesterday. I tell the mirror softly, I'm doing fine today. But every little silence gives the truth away. I learned how to smile when the room feels cold. I learned how to walk with the hand I can't hold. But somewhere in the breaking, somewhere in the real, my mind moved on without me, and my heart forgot to heal. My heart forgot to heal. It keeps calling out your name, like a prayer in the darkness, like a candle in the rain. I try to let you go, but the wounds are standing still. Time kept turning without me, and my heart forgot to heal. I passed the little coffee shop where we used to disappear. 2 cups by the window, now it's only me in here. I laugh at all the right times, I say I've made it through. But every song on Midnight Road still drives me back to you. I learned how to sleep on your side of the bed. I learned not to answer the ghosts in my head, but underneath the quiet, under every scar I feel, the world became a stranger, and my heart forgot to heal. My heart forgot to heal. It keeps calling out your name, like a prayer in the darkness, like a candle in the rain. I try to let you go, but the wounds are standing still. Time kept turning without me, and my heart forgot to heal. Maybe love is not a door that closes when you leave. Maybe grief is just the shape of what we still believe. If I could hold the moment before goodbye was real, I'd ask you how to teach this heart the part where it should heal. My heart forgot to heal. It still reaches through the night for the shadow of your footsteps, for the walk beside the light. I tried to let you go, but I'm learning slowly still. Time kept turning without me, and my heart forgot to heal. The rain knows my window, like it still knows your name. I survived the goodbye, but I never lost the ache. The rain still knows your name. It taps it on my window pane. I found your sweater in the hallway light, still holding on to the shape of goodbye. Your coffee cup is where it used to be, like even silence saves a seat for grief. I keep pretending I am doing fine, but every mirror tells another lie. I am the girl you left behind, the one still searching every sign, the one who loved you past the end and calls your ghost her closest friend. You took the morning, took the sky. You never taught my heart to lie. favorite song came on at 2:30. I almost turned to singing next to you, but empty rooms do not harmonize. They only echo all the reasons why I wrote your name and crossed it out again, like ink could teach a heart to end. I am the girl you left behind, the one still searching every sign, the one who loved you past the end and calls a ghost her closest friend. You took the morning, took the sky, you never taught my heart to lie. Now every tear is yours and mine. I am the girl you left behind. Maybe someday I will breathe without your shadow over me. Maybe someday I will find a road that does not rewind. But tonight I fold into the dark, still wearing pieces of your heart. I am the girl you left behind, the one still trapped in borrowed time, the one who stayed when you were gone, who kept the porch light burning on. You took the promise, took the sky, left me with a long goodbye. And though I know you are not mine, I am the girl you left behind. The rain still knows your name, and I still answer just the same. I kept my heart beneath my tongue, like rain behind the window. I learned the shape of holding back, the art of looking fine. I wrote your name in every pause, but never crossed the line. You smiled at me like morning light. I answered with a nod, and every word I swallowed down fell heavy into God. I thought love should be gentle, I thought silence could be kind, but silence turned to distance, and distance took its time. I loved you too quietly, too softly to be heard. I gave you all my melodies, but never said a word. Now someone else is holding you the way I dreamed I might. I loved you too quietly and lost you in the night. I kept your laughter in my chest, a secret little flame. I stood beside the open door, but never called your name. You waited for a reason, I prayed you would just know, but hearts are not a language when we never let them show. I thought love could be patient, I thought time would understand, but time became a river and it slipped out of my hands. I loved you too quietly, too softly to be heard. I gave you all my melodies, but never said a word. Now someone else is holding you the way I dreamed I might. I loved you too quietly and lost you in the night. Maybe in another life I run through pouring rain. I tell you every hidden truth before you board that train. before you walk away. I loved you too quietly, too softly to be heard. I gave you all my melodies, but never said a word. Now someone else is holding you the way I dreamed I might. I loved you too quietly and lost you in the night. I loved you in the spaces between shadow and the light. I loved you too quietly. Goodbye, my almost life. The room still knows your name. It whispers when it rains. I folded up your sweater, but I still smell yesterday. The silence on the dresser keeps staring back my way. I tell myself I'm healing, then the night pulls off its mask, and every little feeling comes crawling from the past. I don't call, I don't break, but my heart still lies awake. There are tears in my pillowcase, dreams I can't erase. I keep reaching through the dark for a love I can't replace. There are cracks in my pretty face from smiling through the ache, and I'm drowning in the memory of the one I couldn't save, with tears in my pillowcase. Your picture's in a drawer now, but it burns behind my eyes. I learned to say I'm fine loud, so nobody asks me why. The moonlight on the window looks like headlights coming home, but it's only just a shadow, and I'm only more alone. I don't scream, I don't chase, but I fall apart in waves. There are tears in my pillowcase, dreams I can't erase. I keep reaching through the dark for a love I can't replace. There are cracks in my pretty face from smiling through the ache, and I'm drowning in the memory of the one I couldn't save, with tears in my pillowcase. Maybe someday I'll forget how your goodbye sounded. Maybe someday I'll forgive the night my whole world drowned in. But right now I'm still breaking where nobody sees, holding on to nothing while nothing holds me. There are tears in my pillowcase, dreams I can't erase. I keep reaching through the dark for a love I can't replace. There are cracks in my pretty face from smiling through the ache, and I'm drowning in the memory of the one I couldn't save, with tears in my pillowcase. The room still knows your name. It whispers when it rains, and I sleep beside the ache. pillowcase. I still set a place for the ghost of your smile, in the quiet where your name stays a while. We were coffee in the morning, we were headlights after rain, we were promises half spoken, like a song without a name. You held me like the ending was a thing we would outrun, but forever lost its meaning when you left before it begun. I keep replaying every reason, almost every sign. How did love feel like a lifetime when you were never really mine? You were my almost forever, I nearly made it through. The dream I kept believing would wake up next to you. You were my almost forever, the vow I never heard, a whole life in a moment, a goodbye in one word. Ooh, I loved you past the ending. Ooh, I'm still learning how to fall. You were my almost forever, and I was almost yours at all. There's a sweater in the closet that still smells like late July, and the picture I keep turning face down when I cry. I tell my friends I'm healing, I laugh so they won't see that the future I imagined still looks back at me. I keep searching for the moment when your heart slipped out of view. Was I holding on to something that was never holding to? You were my almost forever, I nearly made it through. The dream I kept believing would wake up next to you. You were my almost forever, the vow I never heard, a whole life in a moment, goodbye in one word. Maybe in another story, you don't leave and I don't break. Maybe all I almost find the road we couldn't take. Maybe there's a version where the timing isn't cruel, where I'm not just the lesson that love gave back to you. You were my almost forever, not close enough to true. The house I never lived in, the sky I never flew. You are my almost forever, the ache I can't unlearn, the flame I kept protecting, though you let it burn. So I'll fold up every maybe, put your memory on the shelf. You were my almost forever, but I have to choose myself. Almost for, almost yours, almost home, nevermore. The clock keeps talking to the wall, but no one answers in the hall. Your coat still hangs behind the door, like you might need it anymore. Dust is dancing in the light where we once stayed up all night. I set the table out of habit, then lose my breath when I look at it. Every corner knows your name, every shadow holds a frame. I keep reaching through the air for someone who is no longer there. It's an empty room full of memories, a silent house that still believes you'll turn the key and come back home, and I won't have to sleep alone. It's an empty room full of memories, your goodbye still echoes over me. I close my eyes but I still see an empty room full of memories. Your favorite song came on today, I let it play then walked away. The couch still sinks where you would sit. I can't move on, I live in it. Picture smile from broken years, they don't know how to disappear. Every window has the rain, every sunrise feels the same. I keep asking heaven why love can stay when people die. It's an empty room full of memories, a silent house that still believes you'll turn the key and come back home, and I won't have to sleep alone. It's an empty room full of memories, your goodbye still echoes over me. I close my eyes but I still see an empty room full of memories. I boxed your letters, then read them twice. I cursed the tears, I paid the price. I tried to leave the past behind, but you keep living in my mind. Maybe someday I'll breathe again without pretending this pain can end. It's an empty room full of memories, a fading dream that won't release. I hold the silence like your hand and break in ways you'd understand. It's an empty room full of memories, a heart still begging on its knees. I let you go, but you won't leave. This empty room full of memories. The clock keeps talking to the wall, and I still miss you through it all. I miss the quiet in my chest before your storm became my weather. I miss the way I used to rest, like I could hold myself together. I used to laugh without a reason, dance in the kitchen with the light on. Now every room has got your shadow, even when I swear that you are gone. I used to trust the morning sunlight, I used to sleep through every blue. Now I wake up reaching backward for the me before you. I don't hate you like I should, I just hate what I became. A stranger wearing my own face, calling heartbreak by your name. I miss the me before you, the girl who didn't need to prove that she was worth the love she gave, that she could bend and never break. I miss the me who sang out loud, who didn't look down in the crowd. I'm still alive, but I Every promise turned to paper, and every word got light as feathers. I changed my voice to keep you gentle, changed my dreams to keep you near. Now I'm collecting little pieces of myself you left back there. I don't want the past returned, I just want my colors back. I want the heart I used to carry before it learned to fade to black. I miss the me before you, the girl who didn't need to prove that she was worth the love she gave, that she could bend and never break. I miss the me who sang out loud, who didn't look down in the crowd. I'm still alive, but I feel see-through. I miss the me before you. Maybe healing isn't pretty, maybe grief is not a line. Maybe I can miss who I was and still become someone in time. Maybe someday in the mirror I won't search for who I knew. Maybe I'll forgive the ending, but tonight I'm telling the truth. I miss the me before you, the girl who didn't need to prove that she was worth the love she gave, that she could bend and never break. I miss the me who sang out loud, who didn't look down in a crowd. I'm still alive and I'll get through, but I miss the me before you. I miss the light I used to carry, I miss the sky I once ran to. I miss myself, but I am learning there's a me after you. She smiled while breaking, like glass in the rain. She kept her lipstick perfect while the world fell off her face. She folded all her heartache into corners no one traced. She laughed at all the right times, held a coffee like a shield. Nobody saw the earthquake under everything she healed. And when they asked her how she'd been, she said, I'm doing fine. But every word was paper thin and burning from inside. She smiled while breaking, danced with the pain, waved from the window of a runaway train, held up the sunlight with tears in her eyes. She looked like an angel learning how to lie. She smiled while breaking, and nobody knew the pieces were falling in every room. She wore her mother's sweater on the coldest night in June, sang along to old songs that still smelled like a room. She answered every message with a heart and I'll be there. But she was disappearing in the middle of the prayer. And when the mirror found her weak, she turned the lights down low, practiced looking strong again so no one else would know. She smiled while breaking, tears in her eyes. She looks like an angel learning how to lie. She smiled while breaking, and nobody knew the pieces were falling in every room. Oh, how heavy is the silence when you carry it alone. Oh, how pretty is the damage when this is all you've ever shown. She was tired of being brave, tired of hiding every scar. But the saddest kind of lonely is pretending where you are. She smiled while breaking, danced with the pain, let go of the window, stepped out of the train, held up the darkness and whispered goodbye. Not to the ending, but the beautiful lie. She smiled while breaking, then finally knew even shattered flowers can bloom into truth. She smiled while healing, one tear at a time. No longer a secret, no longer behind. The room still holds the shape of you, like shadows that refuse to move. I found your sweater in the chair, still carrying the autumn air. I pressed it close and tried to breathe, but all it gave was memory. The coffee cooled beside the bed, your favorite book left halfway read. I turned the page and felt the ache of every promise hearts can break. I thought goodbye would make me strong, but silence proved that I was wrong. The last time I said your name, it sounded like a prayer in rain. It slipped right through my trembling hands, like castles falling into sand. The last time I said your name, the world went quiet, dull and gray, and every echo did the same. It brought me back to all this pain. The last time I said your name. Your picture leans against the wall, I cannot take it down at all. Your smile is still a burning light that keeps me crying through the night. I walk the streets we used to know, past windows dressed in winter glow, and every stranger looks like you, until the truth comes breaking through. I try to let the seasons change, but love keeps circling your name. The last time I said your name, it sounded like a prayer in rain. It slipped right through my trembling hands, like castles falling into sand. The last time I said your name, the world went quiet, dull and gray, and every echo did the same. It brought me out for you. And if my voice could cross the flame, I'd lose myself to say your name. The last time I said your name, I felt my heart become the rain. It fell in pieces on the floor, and I could not hold us anymore. The last time I said your name, I knew that nothing stays the same, but love still whispers through the shame, and I still miss you every day. Last time I said your name, the room still holds the shape of you, and I don't know what else to do. The room still holds your shadow, like dusk against the wall. I keep waiting for your footsteps, but they never come at all. Your coffee cup is resting right where you left it cold. The silent little memory, too heavy now to hold. I folded up your sweater, but I could not pack the pain. Every thread still whispers that you might come back again. No final words to carry, no reason I could save, just the echo of a heartache standing at your grave. Love left without goodbye, like a storm that cleared the sky. No warning in the morning, no tears before the night. Love left without goodbye, and I still ask the empty why. You vanished with mine forever and left me here to cry. The pictures in the hallway still smile like we were true, but I can't face the faces of the life I had with you. Your name is in my phone still, I call it just to hear the ghost of your old message, pretend that you are near. No final kiss to break me, no door I watched you close, just a silence growing louder in the place I miss you most. Love left without goodbye, like a bird too young to fly. No answer in the ashes, no mercy in the light. Love left without goodbye, and I still ask the empty why. You vanished with mine forever and left me here to cry. Maybe hearts are made to shatter, maybe dreams are meant to fade. Maybe I was only borrowing the love I thought would stay. But every night I wonder if you miss me when you went. Did you carry all our memories or leave them where we slept? ghost still sleeps by mine. The room still holds your shadow, like dusk against the wall. I keep waiting for your footsteps, but goodbye never comes at all. I keep your ghost around when the lights go down. Your sweater still hangs by the door, like it's waiting for your skin. I don't touch it anymore, but I breathe you in again. The kettle cries at 2:30, like it knows I'm still awake. I pour one cup for me and you, then watch the silence break. I tell myself I'm healing, but I still know every sound of your memory moving through this haunted house. I keep your ghost around, I save you half the bed. I talk into the empty room, like you heard every word I said. I keep your ghost around, I let it wear your name. It hurts me just to hold on, but losing you again would hurt the same. Would hurt the same. Your photograph is fading blue on the shelf above the stairs. I dust the frame like touching you could make you reappear. Friends say time is gentle rain, but it feels like broken glass. Every morning starts the same, with me living in the past. I almost packed your letters, but I sat there on the ground, reading every forever till the sun went down. I keep your ghost around, I save you half the bed. I talk into the empty room, like you heard every word I said. I keep your ghost around, I let it wear your name. It hurts me just to hold on, but losing you again would hurt the same. Maybe love is not a chain, maybe grief is not a crime. Maybe I will let you go, but not tonight. Not tonight. I keep your ghost around, but softer than before. I leave the window open now, I don't lock every door. I keep your ghost around till goodbye can make no sound. And when my heart is ready, when the night lays mercy down, I'll let your ghost drift out. Keep your ghost around. Keep your ghost around. The room is still, but I can hear the I left your coffee cup beside the sink, like you might walk in late tonight. The hallway keeps the shape of you, a shadow in the morning light. I fold the sheets we used to share, but your side never feels the same. I say I'm fine to everyone while my silence screams your name. Every breath I hide, every tear I tame, turns into a prayer, turns into your name. My silence screams your name. When the world goes dark and cold, I call you in the empty space, with words I never told. My heart still breaks the same, like a candle in the rain. I don't make a sound, but my silence screams your name. I pass the streets we used to know, and every light turns blue. The songs we love come on the air like ghosts that still know you. I keep your letters in a box, but the ink becomes a flame. I close the lid, I close my eyes, still my silence screams your name. Every night I try to bury all the pain, but memories rise and whisper your name. My silence screams your name. When the world goes dark and cold, I call you in the empty space, with words I never told. My heart still breaks the same, like a candle in the rain. I don't make a sound, but my silence screams your name. Maybe love is not a song, maybe goodbye never ends. Maybe I am learning how to lose you again and again. If heaven has a window, if sorrow has a flame, look down and you will hear me, though I never say your name. My silence screams your name. When the world goes dark and cold, I reach for you in empty space, with hands that cannot hold. My heart still breaks the same, like a candle in the rain. I don't make a sound, I don't make a sound, but my silence screams your name. The room is still, but nothing feels the same. I don't make a sound, and my silence screams your name. The room went quiet before you spoke, like every promise learned to choke. I saw the ending in your eyes before you ever said goodbye. You used to ask me how my day had been, now you just nod and disappear within the glow of a screen, the weight of the air. I reached for your hand, but you weren't there. Dinner got cold on the table for two. I kept making space for the ghost of you. Your coat on the chair, your keys by the door, but your heart didn't live here anymore. And I tried to laugh like nothing was breaking, tried to believe it was only the rain, but love doesn't leave with the thunderclap shaking. Sometimes it slips out without saying its name. The night you stopped caring, the stars lost their light. I cried in the hallway while you slept away. No anger, no pleading, no tear in your stare. I knew it was over when you didn't care. You used to notice when my voice got thin. Now silence could swallow me and win. I wore my hair like a dress you'd seen, but you walked right past what it used to mean. And I searched your face for a spark I remembered, a flicker of fire, a reason to stay. But winter had come in the heart of September, and you turned your shoulder and drifted away. The night you stopped caring, the stars lost their light. I cried in the hallway while you slept through the fight. No anger, no pleading, no tear in your stare. I knew it was over when you didn't care. I could forgive the breaking, I could survive the fall, but the cold in your kindness was the cruelest of all. You didn't slam the door, you didn't curse my name. You just let me drown slowly and called it change. The night you stopped caring, the moon turned away. I begged for a heartbeat, you had nothing to say. No storm in the ceiling, no smoke in the air, just low flying breathless. And you standing there. The room went quiet after you spoke. I held the pieces, you held your coat. And somewhere between the stairs and the street, you stopped loving me. You smiled like sunrise through the rain, but every word was silver pain. You said forever like you meant it, with your hand upon my heart. Painted heaven on the ceiling while you tore the walls apart. I kept every little promise like a flower pressed in gold, but your love was only pretty till the truth became too cold. I wanted to believe you, so I blamed myself instead. Turned your silence into reasons, made a home inside my head. Pretty lies hurt the most, they come dressed up like hope. They kiss you in the dark, then leave bruises on your soul. I could take the bitter truth, I could learn to let you go, but pretty lies cut so deep. Pretty lies hurt the most. You wrote my name in every sunset, then erased me with the night. Said I was your only angel, with another in your eyes. I was dancing in the wreckage, thinking love could make it whole. But the sweetest words you gave me were the ones that broke me slow. I memorized your heartbeat like a song I You wrapped goodbye in velvet and asked my broken heart to stay. Now every compliment feels haunted, every promise sounds like smoke. I don't fear the truth that breaks me, I fear the beautiful words you spoke. Pretty lies hurt the most, they come dressed up like hope. They hold you when you're falling, and they're gone before you know. I could take the bitter truth, I could learn to let you go, but pretty lies cut so deep. Pretty lies hurt the most. You smiled like sunrise through the rain. Now I know sunshine can still bring pain. Pretty lies cut so deep. Pretty lies hurt the most. I gave you my softest heart, the one I kept from rain, wrapped in trembling daylight and quiet little names. I used to hide the tender parts behind a careful smile, but you walked in like morning and stayed a little while. I showed you every fragile place, the bruises underneath. You kissed them like a promise, then left them where they bleed. Now every room remembers you in echoes after dark. I trusted you with all of me, I gave you my softest heart. I gave you my softest heart, and you held it like a stone. You said forever, gently, then taught me how alone. I gave you my softest heart, the one I saved for truth. And now the quiet breaks me in the shape of missing you. I hear your voice in old songs, in the rain against the glass, and all the little futures that never came to pass. I fold your name in silence, like a letter never sent. Loving you was holy, leaving me was what you meant. Now I count the stars like reasons, but none of them explain how something made of softness could learn this much pain. I gave you my softest heart, and you held it like a stone. You said forever, gently, then taught me how alone. I gave you my softest heart, the one I saved for truth. And now the quiet breaks me in the shape of missing you. Maybe I was foolish, maybe I was kind, maybe love is losing what you thought was safe to find. If I ever love again, I hope I learn the art of keeping just one corner of my softest heart. I gave you my softest heart, and you held it like a stone. You said forever, gently, then left me on my own. I gave you my softest heart, the one I saved for truth. I gave to you. I gave you my softest heart, the one I kept from rain. Now I hold the pieces and softly speak your name. A white dress hangs in the quiet, like a ghost behind the door, still wrapped in all the promises I don't believe in anymore. I bought it on a Tuesday, when forever felt so near, with lace around the edges and a veil of happy tears. I held it to my heartbeat in the mirror of that store, dreaming of the aisle and the life we waited for. But seasons turned like pages, and your hand slipped out of mine. Now the candles never burned, and the bells ran out of time. This is the dress I never wore, the dream that never crossed the floor, the song that never found our best, the ending of our second chance. I keep it where the shadows fall, a silent answer to it all. Love left me standing at the door with the dress I never wore. Your name is in a notebook with the guest list torn in two. My mother stopped from asking what I planned to do with you. The flowers lost their color before they ever touched my hair, and every little detail became too heavy to repair. I still hear the church bells in a dream that breaks at dawn. I wake up reaching for you, but the future's already gone. This is the dress I never wore, the dream that never crossed the floor, the song that never found our dance, the ending of our second chance. I keep it where the shadows fall, a silent answer to it all. Love left me standing at the door with the dress I never wore. Maybe someday I will open up the box. Maybe someday I will let the silence breathe. Maybe someday I will forgive what we lost and become the girl you didn't choose to keep. This is the dress I never wore, but I am not that girl anymore. The song we lost still made me strong, even when the notes went wrong. I fold the pain, I close the drawer, I leave the past upon the floor and walk away from who I was before, from the dress I never wore. A white dress sleeps in silence, like a story left unsure, and I am learning how to live beyond the dress I never wore. Cold coffee on the table, warm tears on my sleeve. The morning keeps on coming, but you don't come back to me. I left your cup beside the sink, like you might walk in late. The silence hums your favorite song, but it forgets your name. The window wears the rain again. The room feels twice as wide. I talk to shadows on the wall and pretend that they reply. Every little thing you touched still knows how to hurt. Your sweater on the kitchen chair still smells like goodbye words. Cold coffee, warm tears, another lonely morning here. Your side of the bed is untouched, but I still reach across too much. Cold coffee, warm tears, I miss the way you disappeared. You left the light, you took the years. Cold coffee, warm tears. The clock keeps dragging every hour, like chains across the floor. I never knew an empty house could echo like a storm. Your number glows beneath my thumb, but pride won't let me call. I loved you like a burning match and watched us lose it all. Every little dream we made is folded in a drawer. I keep saying I'm alright, then I break a little more. Cold coffee, warm tears, another lonely morning here. Your side of the bed is untouched, but I still reach across too much. Cold coffee, warm tears, I miss the way you disappeared. You left the light, you took the years. Cold coffee, warm tears. Maybe someday I'll wake up and not look for your face. Maybe someday this old ache will learn to leave some space. But tonight the moon is bitter and the dawn is cutting clear. I drink what's left of yesterday with cold coffee, warm tears. Cold coffee, warm tears, another lonely morning here. Your side of the bed is untouched, but I still reach across too much. Cold coffee, warm tears, I miss the way you disappeared. You left the light, you took the years. Cold coffee, warm tears. Cold coffee on the table, warm tears on my sleeve. The morning keeps on coming, but you don't come back to me. The door didn't slam, it just learned how to close. Like even your goodbye was afraid to be cold. I kept your jacket hanging by the light beside the stairs, like fabric could remember that you used to leave it there. I made coffee for 2 mornings, long after you were gone. And I hated how the silence knew the words to every song. I replayed every moment for a clue I didn't see. But the hardest truth was simple: you were ready to be free. I was easy to leave, like a coat on a chair, like a promise you forgot when you walked out of there. I was easy to lose, like a name in the rain. You didn't fight for forever, you just let go of my hand. And I don't know what hurts more, the ending or the ease. How you made it look so natural to stop loving me. I packed your favorite records, but I couldn't pack the sound of your voice in every corner. When the night came falling down, I kept finding little pieces of a life that we outgrew. A receipt, a broken keychain, and the person I was with you. I wanted some collision, some thunder in the street, but you left like I was nothing but a place you used to sleep. I was easy to leave, like a coat on a chair, like a promise you forgot when you walked out of there. I was easy to lose, like a name in the rain. You didn't fight for forever, you just let go of my hand. And I don't know what hurts more, the ending or the ease. How you made it look so natural to stop loving me. Maybe love was heavy, and I held it all alone. Maybe you were only waiting for a reason to go home. I would've crossed the ocean, I would've begged the sea, but you only crossed the hallway, and that was enough to leave. I was easy to leave, like a light left on, like a chapter you skipped in a book you once loved. I was easy to lose, like a tear in the dark. You didn't break down beside me, you just broke apart. And I don't know what hurts more, the ending or the ease. How you made it look so simple to stop needing me. The door didn't slam, it just learned how to close. And I learned I was easy when I thought I was home. The rain knows your name, it taps it on my window. Like every little drop, there's somewhere else to go. I kept your old sweater folded by the bed. Still smells like the mornings we almost never left. I talk to the silence like it might talk back, but all I hear is goodbye in the space where you laughed. I gave you my best days, you left me the night. I'm holding the pieces, you're holding someone tight. Somebody else gets your love, somebody else gets your in my favorite eyes. She touched your shoulder like I used to do, and I had to remember you're not mine to lose. I swallowed the questions, I carried the pain. You walked right past me like I was just rain. Somebody else gets your love, somebody else gets your hand. Somebody else hears the words I thought were only for me to understand. Somebody else gets your smile, the one I was dreaming of. I get the dark and the ghost of us, while somebody else gets your love. Do you ever miss me when the room gets cold? Do you ever reach out for a hand you used to hold? Or did you stop searching the moment we were done? Did I become the shadow behind your morning sun? I'm still here, but you moved on. Somebody else gets your love, somebody else gets your hand. Somebody else gets the forever I was too afraid to plan. Somebody else gets your smile, the one I can't let go of. I get the tears and the almost was, while somebody else gets your love. The rain knows your name, it says it's soft enough. I close my eyes and let it fall, while somebody else gets your love.